Alright guys, welcome to the first video of my YouTube channel. Um Today I want to talk about the games that went on today. Obviously the World Cup going on, huge games going on, amazing games that were played. So yeah, I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. Just what I think, just free flow, and yeah. So obviously let's start off with the Brazil versus Japan game. Obviously amazing game, went down to the wire. I want to start talking about Brazil. I thought they played a good game. Good game from Brazil. Obviously, they could have shown a lot more in the first half. Um, I thought their struggles really came from the forwards not being able to, not really giving any passing options to the midfielders. Obviously, we saw some frustration there with Paqueta and Ryan in the first half. A little miscommunications going on. They weren't really able to get going. Didn't really have space to do anything in the first half. Um, Not really anything to talk about. Vinny wasn't able to get going. Ryan barely got the ball. Cunha was really isolated in the game. Wasn't really able to do anything in the first half. But what I thought really changed in the second half was the Endrick substitution for Paqueta, playing with two strikers, Cunha and Endrick. I thought that offered more versatility. Immediately you saw Endrick get the ball and just run up the field in the beginning of the second half. I thought that gave Brazil a lot of motivation. Obviously, a lot of people wanted to see Endrick, including myself. I was a big believer in the fact that I thought he was better for the Brazil team than Igor Thiago was. So yeah, it was good to see him get some minutes, full half at the end of the game. But yeah, obviously Brazil came out firing in the second half with just crosses. One of them had to fall eventually, and it did, with Casemiro getting on it. Obviously, one of the best headers in the game. Casemiro, obviously coming off the season with Man United, so it had to be him. Really. Vinny also got firing in the second half. Got the ball a lot more, had a lot more space. Obviously that chance with Suzuki, the Japan goalkeeper, I thought he had a great game. Obviously saved them a few times. Unfortunately, the last one couldn't get the strong enough hand to it for it to go out. And it was a really good game. In terms of Japan's point of view, obviously it was Brazil. It was always going to be a tough game for both teams, really, because we know Japan is a really well-trained team, really fast, sharp. But today I did feel they were lacking, specifically when they had the ball. There wasn't really a lot of good play from them, from especially their back line. They were looking a little bit shaky with the ball. There was some instances where they just gave it to Brazil. Um, I mean, unfortunately, they couldn't get it done. Brazil didn't capitalize on the chances that Japan gifted them, but obviously their goalkeeper saved them a lot. I thought that if they would have had their players like Kubo and Matoma, I thought they could have done a lot better. They looked very fast. They were threatening at times for Brazil, but overall they could go out with their head high. They gave a great battle. It was not easy for either team, really. But obviously Brazil, with the quality of players that they have, that Bruno Guimaraes, huge credits to him. Obviously, amazing season with Newcastle. Just being able to find Martinelli in that space was, it was a great pass. And obviously a great finish too with Martinelli. Obviously the first touch was a little iffy, but obviously he was able to get the goal, and that's all that matters, really. So Brazil advances. Japan played a great game. They could go out with their head high, in my opinion. They came here, tied with the Netherlands, beat Sweden, which is not an easy team with Isak and Gyökeres leading up. Beat Tunisia, which was obviously 3 points for the rest of the group. But I thought they were amazing. They can go out with their head high. Brazil, powerhouse of a team. I do think there's a lot of room for improvement, obviously, with Brazil. Just especially in the first half of the games. I feel like there could obviously be more. We saw against Haiti that they obviously thrashed them with like five, was it 4-0, 5-0, something like that. But um, there's more to come from this Brazilian team. I don't know if it will be at this World Cup, especially with the upcoming opponents that they have. I mean, Norway and Ivory Coast, both tough, physical teams. It's only going to get harder from here for Brazil. So they do need to step up their game a lot. The crosses and centers that they were playing on Japan, I don't think will work as well with the team like Norway or Ivory Coast. I think it needs to be a lot more on the ground, good passing plays, which we did see a little bit of this game, but I would like to see more in terms of that aspect. I'd like to see Vinny get more involved in the first half. Even in the second half, I thought Vinny wasn't involved that much as I would like him to be, but obviously that's something that could improve. Obviously we didn't see Neymar this game. I didn't. I would kind of agree with Ancelotti on not playing Neymar this game, especially just because coming off an injury, high stakes. I didn't really see him fitting into the team well. Just the type of game it was for Brazil needing a goal. I want to talk about Ryan in the second half. I thought he looked really good. He was creating chances, getting the ball into the box, crossing it. There's a bright future. I mean, only 19 years old. Obviously, there's links to Liverpool with Areola being there. But he's a great player, has a great future. I thought he did well for this being like his second game starting in the World Cup. Obviously, stepping in for Rafinha. But yeah, those are my honest opinions on that game. And I mean, great game from Japan and Brazil.